Ever wish you could read a guy's mind? Well, it turns out you can, just by reading his texts. In this video, I'll go over 7 clues to look for in a man's texts that show that he likes you, and one that means he just wants to be friends. Hi, I'm Amy North, the author of The Devotion System and Text Chemistry. If you need a hand up in the modern dating world, take a quick second and subscribe to my channel. I come out with a brand new video every single week. So, let's talk about how men show their feelings through their text messages. First off, if he's texting you at all, this is a good sign. Men don't often spend a ton of time talking to women for no reason. So chances are he at very least likes you as a friend because you bring joy to his life. But if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you're looking for something more. Let's get into it. Number 1, he keeps talking even after the conversation comes to a standstill. This is something that you can spot easily if you know what to look for. If the conversation has come to a natural close, does he send a follow-up question or comment to keep things going? Is he always reaching out to you via text, or does he wait for you to message first? If he's the one leading the conversation, it suggests that he's interested in getting to know you more, and this is a sure sign he's interested in you. Number 2, he uses emojis. A recent study found that men use only half as many emojis as women. So if a guy you're talking to uses a lot of emojis, chances are he's flirting. Which emojis don't really matter, but obviously a winking face or a kiss is better than bombs and cucumbers. Number 3, he mirrors your speech patterns, punctuation, spelling, etc. Similar to number 2, if a guy mirrors your speech patterns, this is an indicator of attraction. We subconsciously try to mirror people we're attracted to. For example, if you use exclamation marks instead of periods or send a few short texts instead of one long one, and he does the same, this means that chances are he's interested in more than just texting. On the same note, if he replies back with one word and ends every text with a period, then he's really not sending you any signals. Number 4, he messages you back quickly, but not right away. The longer a guy leaves you on read, the less likely it is that he's interested in you. Sure, there are times when he's just genuinely busy, but odds are that he's going to have some chance to reply to you within a reasonable time frame. That said, many women think that if a guy replies to you instantly, this is the best case scenario. And I think this isn't quite right. You see, men and women both know that the instant reply is an indicator of interest and honestly, desperation. So, he's going to avoid the instant reply if he's actually interested, to avoid giving off desperate vibes. So the instant reply suggests that he's actually not all that interested in you because he doesn't care how it might be perceived. The real sweet spot is something like 10 to 15 minutes after you sent your text. If he waits a little bit to message you back, then you know he's interested in getting to know you more. Number 5, he opens up to you. If he's able to talk to you about the big things happening in his life and confide in you about his feelings, then chances are he likes you. Men don't do this with every girl they talk to. This includes things like his hopes and dreams for the future, his secrets, his deepest insecurities. Just know that this often takes time, so there's no rushing into this, especially if the two of you just met. This also means asking the tough questions and talking with you in a way that's thoughtful, rather than just agreeing with everything you say. Remember that communication is the basis of any great relationship, so the ability to be open with one another is huge. Number 6, he texts you even when he's busy. If you know he's at work, at school, or in the middle of a crazy busy time in his life, and he still makes time to text you, that's when you know it's real. The truth is that life can really be a slog sometimes, and if you find yourself a man who is able to keep up the conversation with you, even through the tough times, then you know he's a keeper. That said, if he does need to take some time away from his phone during a busy period, that's okay too. This is a sign of a man with healthy boundaries who may be more able to maintain a relationship with you in the long term. Number 7, he doesn't leave you on read. This is something of a reverse indicator. If he does leave you on read for multiple days, then I have to say that chances are he's just not interested. Whether he does this on purpose to send a message, or does it simply because he doesn't think to reply, it's not a great sign that he's interested in you. In fact, you should know that none of these signs are a sure thing. At this stage, people are still trying to decide whether or not they're really interested in you by making conversation. But this means that whether or not he likes you already, you have the chance to change his feelings. If you're wondering how to do that, you need to check out my free video presentation over at coachnorth.com/texting. In that video, I cover a simple method to keep a man's interest and get him to take you seriously as a romantic option, just by texting. Again, that's over at coachnorth.com/texting. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you want to help me out, I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel so I can keep making videos like this one. Do you remember the moment you knew a guy was interested in you? Leave me a comment. I love to read everyone. I'll see you next time.